Hello and welcome to an Everyday Canines video. In this episode of the Weave Game series, you're pulling me the cable down, we're going to look at distance sends to weave poles. So if you've been working on your game number 1, which was can my dog, Sparrow, can my dog find the weave poles on a word, then this is going to be a really good test of your skills. Because in this game, we're going to be asking our dogs to weave from various distances. They're going to ask them to come find the weave poles from various distances with us not helping them. So at the moment I've got my cone set up at 5 meters. Now in Kennel Club competitions, the distances you get a minimum of 5 meters, a maximum of 10 meters between obstacles. So theoretically, the maximum distance you'd have to ask your dog to independently go from one obstacle to the next is 10 meters. However, if you can get it back even further than that, you're really proofing that game and really giving your dog lots of confidence. Have to bear in mind that there does come a point, I think, where a dog struggles to see the weave poles. I'm not saying that for all dogs, but certainly with these little ones, I find that there gets a point when they're going, I'm not sure where the weaves are. So you may find that there's a distance beyond 10 meters that's too much. But if they can get from 10 meters and find that weave pole entry independently, you're on to a good thing. So let's try it with Sparrow. So at this stage, you can see my cone is set up off center of the weave pole. So it's set to one side, so that when she comes round the cone, I'm going to wrap her round on the left side. So she comes around, she should be able to see her entry really well. Come on, Sparrow. And my aim is to remain by the cone, Sparrow, so that she finds that on her own. Okay, ready? Wrap. Madam, what was that? Wrap. Poles. Ah. And you can see she went, I don't get it. Okay, ready? Wrap. Poles. Yes, get it. Now I'll be perfectly honest with you, I'm a rubbish throw. So we get to a stage where I can't throw my toy in well enough. So if we get to that, I may have to switch to the manners minder. So that was a really nice entry from her. I'm a bit stuck for space. So I can't, what I would normally do is I would move this here for the right hand weave entry, but I've got an A-frame here, so I can't. So we'll stick here, but we'll still do a right hand weave entry. What I can do to make it harder is ask her to wrap the other way. Poles. Yes, get it. Good girl. Let's get that manners minder out, huh? So if you're saying to me, oh, my dog is a real Velcro dog, she'll never do that. This was a Velcro dog. This was a dog that if I wasn't on top of something, she didn't drive out. And it wasn't until she was like 4 that I started working on that. And now she's doing these things. So if she can do it, any dog can do it. It's about building that confidence. So we had 5 meters. If necessary, you might start at 3 meters. Absolutely fine with that and work back. We're now going to go to 6 meters. Actually, we'll go to 7. Are you ready? My manners minder is out now. Got to wrap first. Ready? Come in. Wrap. Poles. Yes! Did you miss that last pole? Try that again. Wrap. Come here. Oh, you're mad. Wrap. Poles. Yes! Good girl. Okay. We'll try the other side at 7. Okay, ready? Wrap. Poles. Good girl. I must pay more attention because I'm not actually watching it. Right, we're going to move it back to 8 meters. 9 meters, I apologise, that's 9 meters. Actually, if we're doing it, we might as well go for 10, mightn't we? We are 10 metres now. You ready? Pulse, pulse, pulse. Yes. Good girl. And I'm making sure she's really heavily rewarded for doing that. Right, you ready? As you can see how she's really driving out to find those weave poles. She's looking for them. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Shh. Yes. Good girl. Okay, so let's test ourselves. Let's go 1, 2, 3. We're now 13 metres. 13 metres. Are you ready? Are you steady? Ready? Pulse, pulse, pulse. Yes! Oh my word, you killed the weave poles. You killed the weave poles. And they were pegged down. How the heck did you achieve that? Okay, so I am now at 15 metres from the start of my weave poles. Can you do it? Can you do it? Ready? Pulse, pulse, pulse. Yes! Good girl. Good girl. Now, how much fun is that? That is such a fun game to play with your dog. And it's giving them such confidence to drive from any distance and find weave poles. You know, you could see how she was just ploughing out to find those weave poles. Brilliant. That's what I want. I want her to say poles on a course and have her find them no matter where they are. Just find them. And you can see how excited she was. That's what we want. So I hope that gives you a good idea. And I said we got to 15 metres. Heck, if you could get to 20, 25 or more, you know, share a video with me. Show it to me. I would love to see it. This gets me really excited. I love this game because I love seeing her drive out. I hope you've really enjoyed this video and I hope you've learned something from it. If you have, then maybe you'd like to subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can also follow us on Instagram at Everyday Canines and also on Facebook. And I hope to see you again here all very soon. And good running until then.